Hey YouTubers, Tasman here, bringing you another Tasman's first look at 15w42a, and there's been a few changes since the last one, so I actually felt I could make a video about it. So the first thing I wanted to do is change my game mode to 0. And in my last video, one comment was, can you use the Elytra? I know I'm not going to be able to say that. Can you use the Elytra like while mounted, and will it help you glide down? But here's the issue I've ran into. With the piggy, I can get him to follow me and stuff like that, but if I mount on little piggy here, I cannot control him. I can feed him my carrot on a stick, but I cannot control a piggy, so I don't know necessarily if I can. I guess I could put a pig up there, put a saddle on him, and hope he walks off the edge and see if it slows us down. Maybe I'll try that. And then with the horses, this is actually a natural spawn horse, or donkey that was in this world. Mule, donkey, I don't know. But I cannot tame one. Oop, hey, that's not for you. So, I mean, generally if you feed them sugar or wheat, I know wheat will make them grow and stuff, but this should sweeten them and make them more easily tamed. So, I'm not exactly sure. As you can see, I can get on it, but it is not my donkey. I cannot put a saddle on it. I can't put a chest on it, no matter what I feed it. And there we go. And as you can see, I can get on it, and it'll just wander like this forever. And I sat on this donkey. I actually mounted it, went, ate dinner, came back, and I was still just wandering. It's not bucking me off, so there's no progression, there's no little hearts that happen, nothing. So I don't know necessarily that I can test. Well, maybe I could test by putting a horse up there, but they might be smart enough not to fall. But let's try it with a pig. I didn't think of that till just now. So let's go back to game mode 1. We'll grab a pig. Come up here, we'll place a pig, and we'll put a saddle on him. I don't think this is gonna work, but we'll see. Saddle is under transportation, and just make sure I'm wearing my Elytra Elytra? I don't know. Oh, I already had a saddle. All right, we have one of those. And let's go ahead and put this on the pig. There we go. We don't need that anymore. And let's get on him and get that and get back to game mode 0. And I hope he goes. Go. Mobs are a little smarter. They don't like wandering off edges and stuff like that to their death anymore. Go. Come on, go. Alright. Can I push you off? Oh. Alright, ready? Wow. It didn't feel like I was gliding at all with him. So, let's just say, for the time being, that seems like a big no. I don't need any of this stuff now, so throw it. Alright, so there you go. That is for, I can't remember the name of the person. They asked. It doesn't appear that it really affects when you're riding a mount. But then again, I can't try with any kind of animals because I can't control them. So that brings us to what is new. So we have 2 new enchant, and I think it's considered an enchant type. There's actually, your regular enchants, and then there's a new enchant type, I'm calling it, called treasure enchant. And these enchants cannot be done on an enchanting table. You'll never ever get them. And what they are is we have the Mending enchant, and we also have the Frostwalker enchant. Now I've already enchanted these boots with Frostwalker 1 and Frostwalker 2. So we're going to go ahead and put them on. We'll do one first. Oh, I forgot about those guys. So we'll go ahead and put those on. As you can see, what Frostwalker does is makes ice. And it makes it so you can walk on water. Now this is not a harvestable ice. You cannot get it with Silk Touch even. And if you happen to let your ice disappear underneath you or melt underneath you, you can't just simply jump up and get it back. Now the difference so far that I've seen about Frostwalker 1 and Frostwalker 2 is how big. As you can see, we have our middle and then we have 2 off to each side. So that's Frostwalker 1 right there. So a nice thing like that. And if we do Frostwalker 2, oh whoops, those aren't even Frostwalker. If we do Frostwalker 2, you'll see it's just 1 block bigger on each side. So it goes 3 out from each of your sides. So that's Frostwalker 2. And like I said, at night it doesn't appear to disappear. At least it doesn't seem to very quick. Let's just show you. Time set 12,000. And you see now it's eveningish night. And it goes, well actually it's not eveningish night. Let's go make it night. So it's almost, it seems to be a little bit slower. Let's do that. I did the wrong, oh whoops. I need, let's do 16,000. That should make it midnight-ish. Alright, so as you can see here now it's completely night and it doesn't seem to thaw out. Also it will not go over a mob if a mob's in the water there or a boat. So we could frost over this entire lake maybe. And at night it just stays frozen. Now one other thing I wanted to point out. I wonder if, oh, it froze back up. Interesting. Now if it freezes, can I break it? No. Now we just, all right, but now we make it day again. Let's just make it 6,000. Oop, not 60. And you'll see now it starts melting right away. Now one other thing I've noticed about the Frostwalker enchant, what is that shadow? Is so it only does it from the ground level you're on. However, if we're in the water and we let it go down boat around us, and it's about time. So if we go up on 1 level of dirt here, oh, 1 level, as soon as we touch the ground here, if I can touch the ground, you'll see that I actually can do the ice under the water. Now one other thing you can do with this, and it might be fixed later on because it is kind of cheaty, is you can actually turn, I've been told you can turn a water source into an infinite water, one water source into infinite. What am I doing? I need to go back to game mode 1. You could turn a single water source into infinite water by just doing something, I believe, like this maybe. So that water will go in there. As you can see, we can freeze that up. And if we, oh, I need a bucket. If we get rid of the original source, I think it is, we still can have that water form underneath. Let's see if it worked. Ta-da! So that is a bit cheaty. And I'm pretty sure that'll get fixed, because that makes the game a little easier, and usually they want to make it more challenging. Alright, so the other thing that you even saw there is if you have fancy little waterfalls or anything like that, and you've manipulated the water so it goes the way you like it, if you get near it with these, you could actually really cause some ugliness. And then you just have to retweak everything to get it fixed. So that's about enough, I think, on the water walker, or the water freezing frost walker. Let's just take them off. The next treasure enchant is called Mending. And Mending, from my testing, it can be put on all kinds of tools in your armor. It can also be put on, actually I never put it on my Elytra. It can also be put on your Elytra. I'm never going to know how to say that, am I? So we can go ahead and put it on there. You see costed 2. And what Mending does is it will heal up anything you're wearing. So like if we are wearing our armor, not the chest because we have the Elytra there, and let's say we have these shears that I've worn down, and put my bow in here just to show you. Alright, now if we put on the booties and this and this, so what the Elytra can do, or what Mending does, is it uses your XP. It uses XP to heal you. Oh shoot, this is Silk Touch. I wanted the Fortune one. Alright. Wrong pick. So it can use XP. Instead of going to your XP bar, it'll actually go towards mending items. Now the one thing I want to point out is it does not mend, as you can see, this is 146, this is 1560, on our pickaxe is 1543. It only mends things in these slots here and your offhand. So if you have something not, just like my bow there in that, you'll see that these will not mend. So we might, I'm not sure, we might be able to mend all of our armor. So you can see the shears there are going up ever so slightly. Now because I have lots of things that actually are damaged, it's going to kind of divvy it out. I'm not exactly sure how it divvies it out, but as you can see, my armor here, my pants are completely fixed now. The Elytra that had wear and tear on it is now fixed. My sword is where it was, 1560. My bow is where it was, and this guy is, I can't remember, but I think it might be about the same, and the shears went up just a tiny bit. So that's pretty cool, where you can use your XP. Now the one thing I have found is it does not work with your XP bottle. So using this, you get all them wonderful XP orbs out there, is going directly to my XP bar. It's not going towards mending in any shape, way, or form. So you do have to have it be earned XP, not given XP. And let's just go in here. Oh look, actually, did that mend? It might have actually mended that, and it hasn't mended it before. Go figure. Wait, let's just check this. So let's put our pickaxe here, which is 1541, and this is 1560. Let's run around and grab all this. 1541, 1560. So it did fix my pickaxe and sword. It wasn't earlier. That's interesting. Although I didn't throw a full thing of XP out, so that actually fixed everything except my bow, because I'm not. It does fix your offhand, your armor slots, and whatever item you're using if it's got mending on it. However, it will not fix just items in your inventory or in your other slots. So we'll just leave it at that. I was going to show you that it only worked with animals and stuff, but apparently it even worked with bats. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's do, put this guy back too. Go in there. The next thing that has been done is we now have a different interface on our brewing stations. So as you can see, we now have this kind of thing. Kind of looks like a distiller kind of thing, but you can put blaze powder in here, and one blaze powder will do 30 items. So it does require a fuel now, but you can still use your blaze powder also for potions of strength. So if we grab these here, and it doesn't matter which side or which item you put in, it automatically will, you know, the top is the only thing that's where ingredients go. Any of the sides will work. So if we put one there and maybe a bottle there, and then come over here to this one and do the same thing. And then finally, well, not finally, but close, because we still have a backside we could do. So we come in here, put in a blaze powder. Come on, click it. Oh, I might have put a bunch in there. Okay, so now if we come and look at our brewing stand, you'll see we actually have 6 blaze powder. 1 is being used, so as you can see, 1's right here. And then it automatically put the water bottles in. And then of course with comparators and stuff, you can actually have it extract it. So if we put this in, we'll see that it's now using our blaze powder, and it's doing it. So other than that, it's exactly the same. If you want a potion of strength, just make sure you put your blaze powder up here for that, and then some for fuel. And as you can see, as soon as that's done, automatically starts cooking. So I actually kind of like this change. I think this is a good one, because it makes brewing just a little bit more of a challenge type thing to do. It gives us more uses for blaze powder. So there you go. As you can see, now we have our potions of strength. Some other minor tweaks that have happened. Hold on, let me just check some real quick. Some other minor things that have happened is now when you die with the Elytra, toggle downfall. If you die with the Elytra, it has a new death message. We'll just see if we can get that to show up. Clunk, clunk, clunk. And boats have been tweaked, so they're supposed to have better handling and speed. So they used to be really slow. Let's get a good view of a head dive here. Ready? Wait, no, let's do behind. There we go. Ready, and oh, I'm wearing my stinking armor that protects me and feather falling boots and all that. Let's try this again. Let's see. All right. Oh wait, can do this first. Right. Yeah, all that protection stopped us. Those look kind of cool enchanted. Oh. All right, ready? Ah! Oh, it did high place. Maybe let's. Okay, I bet you I have to glide a little bit. I don't know. There's a new one that says, I think it says, the player would say Taz. Oh, what? hold on, what would it say? It would say that you experience too much kinetic energy, I think. So it might say Tasman experienced too much kinetic energy. So we're gonna fly it just for a second and see if it does it. Because that was pure fall, I guess. Alright, and oh, we came down too quick. Alright, let's try this. This way. Or whoops, not 0. Dang it. Oh, we'll just go up really high. My little testing area. Alright, this should do. Go back to game mode 0 and fly. Alright, so we're flying, and now let's nosedive. Nope, not in water. Nope, still high place. So probably when you're crashing into mountains, if you take too much damage or something like that, that's when it does it. Let's try one more thing. Let's try and go high. We'll fly fast, and then we'll just kind of try and hit our head into one of them buildings over there. That'd be my guess. Alright, so this should be good. And let's crash into the church. Oh, we're not going to be able to. We're too high. And oh, man. Dang it. Well, I'm pretty sure that's about how it's going to be, is if you do that. So, I'm not going to keep trying. I think that's the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, be sure to leave a thumbs up down below. And don't forget, comment, like, subscribe. Oh, I already said that. Follow me on Twitter. And until next time, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.